Two, and we are live. Hello, everyone, and sorry, you guys, we run a little bit late. We'd had some technical difficulties.
And this
Technology.
time it wasn't my fault.
And you know what? You gonna stop throwing me under the bus, lady? I here trying to make it. You know what? That's all right. Yes, it was my fault. My internet was kind of messing
It
up right
wasn't
now.
your fault. It
No,
wasn't
it's
your fault. It was the
Oh no,
routes
it's
fault.
the internet. You know what I'm saying? Technology works
Yes, the
good when it
internet. Yeah.
works. It definitely works good when it works, man. Yeah, but thank you for being up here today, D. As you see, man, we've been moving forward. We have some great presenters, and you're actually presenting this year at the Global Grief Conference as well. And so, yeah, it's great to have you up there. She is my co-host. This is Dee Bird, the founder of Unplugged Ministry, and she's a podcast host. So, when you guys get a chance to check out her podcast, man. And she's here today to talk about what she's going to be presenting on about the conference itself. She's been with me since the beginning, and so we started this and been growing ever since then. And now it's become an annual thing. How you doing today, Dee Bird?
I'm doing okay. Been chewing on my almonds, and I'm also helping my sister. So with her
Yeah,
taxes, she does
always, always
taxes.
good.
So
Yeah,
I
always,
did.
always
I need the money.
good.
If I expect this ministry to keep going, it's like you have to find ways to bring in the resources. But I'm
Yes.
thankful um, that the Global Grief Network and the Global Grief Conference is growing.
Oh my
And
God.
it's
Yeah.
growing because it's being blessed by so many. And
Yes.
in a sense, I know some people may not want to hear this, but to me, it's like an evangelism. We're helping
Mm,
people in the mental health. We're helping people with their grief. We're helping people with life. I like the way Jay Lewis, he's such a powerful guy in
yes.
his
Yes.
motivation speaking. And I always enjoy seeing a lot of his stuff. So I'm going to be, I believe it's on Saturday at 4 o'clock, I think, Eastern time. I'm going to do again how to become an effective comforter. It's about teaching people what to say and what not to say, or what to do and what not to do, because there's so many of us who've gone through losses, and we've had people that come with all their good intentions sometimes say or do things that is inappropriate at the time of
Yeah.
the loss. It may be appropriate at a later time, but not at the time. So, and it's it's something that got me into the grief, because I was trying to figure out with me why my relatives and friends were like, where do they go? They
Oh,
said
yeah.
at the funeral, I'll be there for you, call me, write me, and then suddenly they're gone, right? So I
Yeah.
got
That's
into
that's what
researching
happens.
that.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's what happens though. Grief is such a lonely road, right?
yes.
It's such an isolated walk because it is very individual, and so I get it. Like just like you, try to wonder where everybody went, but I really, after a while, I got it. I understood. It was like they don't see my world the way that I see it right now, because
Yes.
they still have families, they of course they ain't gonna feel the pain that you feel. So I got it. And it can be, in so many ways it can change everything. It can change the way you talk to people, things like that, right? And it can be a lot. It can be heavy. So I'm really looking forward to your presentation, how to be a better comforter, right? How
Yes.
to talk to people and things like that, because I think that's very important, especially if you have family members or a close friend. Maybe you got a coworker that's going through something right now.
That's
We're
the other
all,
thing is
yeah,
I've heard I've heard from so many that when they went back to work, that they had coworkers or even their supervisors that would
hmm,
tell them that they need to move on,
oh yeah,
get over it, and move on. And that's
yeah,
one of my greatest things that I want to do, is not only teach the grievers or the families of grievers or the friends of grievers or the churches from the grievers, but also the employment.
Mm.
and also the medical, because a lot of times even the medical, the nurses and the doctors, the things that they still say,
Oh,
is
yeah.
like, and there's a reason why they do that. And we
Hmm.
don't, on our part as a griever, we're so clouded and fogged from our grief that we don't understand why people are sort of distancing themselves from us.
Right. Yeah. No,
Is
I
it?
do, and I definitely understand that. Um, when it
And
comes down
once
to job,
we learn why they distance themselves from us,
well,
then we begin to start the healing.
right. And sometimes you don't have to have a reason. You don't have to know the reason why someone distance themselves, neither, because it happens, right? And we both know, what I'm saying, having kids that we've lost and things like that. People who have kids don't come around us.
No.
They don't come around us. They distance themselves from us because I think a lot of it is they look at it and go, I don't want to bring up some extra hurt, right? Or reminders.
And let me say, even pastors,
Oh
even
yeah.
pastors, I went through two pastors from the time Timothy died, and they would say something to someone that would trigger a memory that would make me laugh about my sons. And I would say something to them after church. And in the middle of the conversation, they disappeared on me. Where'd you go? I'm still talking to you. They are so uncomfortable with your grief. And
Oh
they
yeah.
just they no longer know what to say or what to do. So that's the whole idea of this, of why I do this, is to teach. And I know there's a few other people, coaches that I think that's going to be doing this as well. I'm not sure. I know for
Mm,
sure last year there was somebody else that did it. That we want to be able to educate us, our community, so that they don't become uncomfortable, so that
right.
they do become that effective comforter and to be there. Whether you're a friend, a best friend, a church member, a pastor, a doctor, we have to learn how to embrace grief. And the problem is that most people don't know how to embrace it, or they're afraid to. They let
Hmm.
fear stand between you and them. So
Yeah.
it's
Well, grief. When you're not taught about grief, taught about death, or death or dying and things like that. Yes, it's a scary thing because no one wants to die, right?
exactly.
Even though it's going to happen, it's definitely going to happen. But no one wants to die. So therefore, I think in a lot of ways, if people refrain from talking about it, it kind of in their
Yes.
mind it's like it doesn't happen. And
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 they just
that's
don't know what to,
right. They don't
yeah.
know what to say.
Yeah,
We've had
exactly.
people
They
say
just don't know
crazy
what to
stuff
say,
to
what to
us.
do.
Yeah,
So it
well, we've
needs,
had people say crazy stuff to us, compare certain things to
yeah.
losses. But there comes that patience and understanding, as a griever and as someone who's trying to support that griever as well. You know, I don't think a lot of times we know what to say. Like how to I think my biggest thing is, how do you talk to someone who's just lost a child, right? To get that conversation going, because it's a touchy situation, right? And they can go either which way. But I think understanding how to be a good comforter, to those people that are going through it, actually helps the person who's grieving not feel so out of place or feel so alone in those stages of it.
And that might be, and one of the reasons why a lot of grievers might be isolating themselves as well is because somebody might have said or done something that really hurt them,
Oh
and
yeah.
they want to protect themselves, so they sort of isolate themselves from everybody. And
Hmm.
I know I did that for a while too, and sometimes I catch my stuff still doing it too, and
Oh yeah.
I keep saying, I understand why you may feel like you need to do it, but you need to learn how to step out of that box, step out of
Right.
that
Yeah.
circle, and step out of your comfort zone. so
Hmm.
that you can embrace grief and move forward positively, you know. So it's I know it's a difficult thing. You
Yeah.
and I know because we both lost our sons, and there's a
Right.
lot of our coaches on the conference have lost children,
Oh
or a
yeah.
spouse, or a parent, you know, and they all feel the same way, you know. And
Hmm.
I hear it a lot. I hear it a lot in groups of parents who've lost children, and it's sad. And I want to be able to help them, but you have to sometimes remember your boundaries. There's the key
Yes.
word. Remember
Yes.
your boundaries because
Well,
sometimes,
be mindful.
yes,
Yeah. Be
because
mindful
sometimes
of
you
your
think you're
boundaries.
helping somebody and you might
Yeah.
end up hurting them instead. So
And
that's why I teach this
I've
class.
seen that happen before. I
Me
definitely
too.
see that happen. So that's why I'm strongly in for the education as practitioners to help us be better. There's nothing wrong with having a good bedside manner. It
Yes.
really isn't. Be mindful of the people that you're talking to. Be mindful of your environment that you're in, but also be respectful of the space that you're sharing. Right?
Exactly.
I think just a lot of times when people are in unfamiliar territories, we kind of tend to talk to the person as if nothing has ever happened, right? And so our
Yes.
language is a little different. It's more cautious, yes, but it's a little different. And as a griever, you can definitely take that thing personally. You can take with those words
Yes.
personally. Um,
Yes.
but that's okay. It's part of the process. It's part of learning and things like that. Now, last year's conference, we still talk about last year's conference and things like. What How was last year's conference? I mean,
I
I
think
thought it was pretty amazing.
yes, and it was definitely everybody's learning experience. We
Right, yeah.
all walked into something that we knew that was going to be empower not only ourselves but empower our community. And the idea was to empower people, to give them that positive feeding. And I believe that's exactly what we did globally. And I
Yes.
think that's why people are anxious and excited about this next one that's coming up,
I
April
know.
28th through April 30th. It's Friday through Sunday. So, and we are planning something new in the evenings. Tony and I and a few others are going to be doing like a red table talk at the end of the day, where it's going to be a lot of good discussions with different coaches. It's going to be something exciting, and there's something else we're doing that's different this year too. Other than the red table talk, we
Oh,
we
we've added in some panel discussions.
yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, we're doing
Yeah, we've
that.
added in some panel discussions along with the table talk, so people get to see. They still get to see our bi-weekly panel discussion. There's just that we're going to have 3 days of it this time with some, like you said, some
Yes.
great topics. Actually, Harvey will be hosting the late night table talks. I will be on the one on Sunday, and but Harvey will be doing that, and he has some great people coming up, some great topics and everything. I think Friday night, like I said before, it's grieving in different cultures and religions, understanding. You know,
Oh, so he's doing that all Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
no, he's going to do Friday and Saturday. Because
Oh, okay.
he's presenting Saturday morning. So I'm going to be hosting the one on Sunday night, which that's just going to be us sharing thanks with our audience, with the people that are there. Give us a chance to say thank you.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
there's
kind of
some.
talk about
I
the
thought there was
weekend.
something else we were gonna do as well. That's
Hmm.
new. But anyway, whatever it is, it's something exciting. This is what happened when you're tired because we've been doing between marketing. I have a workshop coming up this Saturday, so I've been busy with that as well. But
Okay.
I am excited about it. I'm going to be excited what we're going to be doing in the future. We have
Oh,
great plans for the future, and I think that as long as we put it in God's hands, He's going to continue to bless us and bless us with the coaches that are there to help people.
mhm.
This is
I mean,
not.
I'm excited. I'm really, really excited. And I don't think I express it enough. We have some great presenters this year. We have great presenters last year.
But we
But
got
we have
some new ones coming.
yeah, we have
We
some
have
new presenters this year,
we,
and
we got
so
some
we got
repeats, but we got new ones as well.
yeah. So we
So
got a lot of different topics coming up there. I mean, when you think about it, we have a medium now, we have pet loss, um, we have a lot of things going on. We have some great podcasters that are going to be part of it as well. Some great workshops that are going to be happening. So you got to stay tuned to that. Like I said, April 28th to April 30th, we're going to be kicking off at 6 a.m. Mountain Time. And so each day we're going to have set days. So if you didn't catch it on Friday, you'll be able to catch the recording and everything afterwards. But every day we're starting at 6 a.m. Mountain Time, and we're signing off at 10 p.m. Mountain Time every day. So you guys, I'm saying, tune in. We got a schedule coming out for you guys as well. So you guys can be able to come and see who's going to be presented on which day. The website's going to be up real soon. So you guys will be able to go there and actually check out the presenters, which is going to be really, really cool and everything. Wow, we do have a few good things going on this year.
yeah, we have quite a few that's coming on because last year I think I was able to present 2 to 3 different times. This year, because we have more people coming on, I'm only on there once.
That's
So,
okay.
but I
No,
want,
that's okay.
yeah, so, but that's okay because that means I have the chance to sit and learn and listen and learn from the others. So,
Yeah.
I wish maybe in the future we'll do this as a certification thing.
Hey,
So,
we'll see.
but
We'll see what the next steps are.
yeah,
We'll see
so
how everything
it just
goes.
popped in my head that just thought, because this is exciting that this little tiny conversation that Tony and I had on my podcast grew into this little seed that was planted from our vision, our mission, of what this would be, and it's growing.
Mm-hmm.
It's growing, and pretty soon it's going to be like a tree with lots of branches.
Well, we got the
You know,
branches going. We got the roots. We got some strong roots. Talking about the members that we have, our colleagues and everything. They're strong and they're strong in their fields, man. They're real strong. So with the presenters and everything, I am excited. I am truly excited. It's going to be a
I am
weekend
too.
of healing, of education, of community, of support. Of just compassion. Coming from people who have walked that path, that are dedicated.
Exactly.
So I said the seed has sprouted. Yes, it has.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
I love
is.
that. Thank you for the person who gave
And
us that.
it's at springtime. So we
Yes.
know spring, everything comes out blooming.
Well,
The tree right in front of Tony, the tree right in front of my bedroom. Yesterday, it was little tiny green buds. I saw the little buds on it. This morning, after the rain we had, all the leaves are out.
Artie, see,
Yes,
it didn't waste no time. Spring is coming. I'm just like, look, we just
that's
got
how
out of
this is going.
cold. I know we just got out of the cold. I can use a few flowers running around here somewhere. Your podcast. Where can people find your podcast at?
Oh, okay. So usually my podcast is usually on Anchor, but lately I've been doing it on Zoom, and I've been putting it on YouTube and my website. I don't know why I stopped with Anchor, but I guess because Zoom took, I like the face to face with people.
Mm-hmm.
But I upload the audio on Anchor. So you can find me on, you can probably find us right now on YouTube a lot better and a lot faster, but don't, anchor.fm/unplug-grief. And then I think YouTube is Unplugged Grief Ministries, and so is Facebook. And I'm just excited because we're doing a lot of things that to to help people. You're doing the twice a month podcast with different groups of people, which is
Mm,
exciting. And I'm doing the workshops, trying to do the workshops with people. And I think others are doing the same thing, holding workshops and seminars. And um, it's a good growing thing, it's a good educational thing. The whole idea of the Global Grief Conference is educational, is so that we can learn, live, grow, support each other, you know, and do
mm.
it with the passion, compassion, and have empathy. And remember that we all have to meet each other where we are. We cannot, we should not be judging people, especially those who are grieving. And whatever you do, here's one little simple hint. Um, be a love and support to your loved one or your friend, whoever's grieving, and don't worry about whether they need to move on or get over it.
Yeah.
That's not for us to judge. All we got to do is just be there for them. Just be present. Even if you don't know what to say or what to do, just be present. And action speaks louder than words.
Yes, yes. Now, how can people find you?
They can also find me. My email is unpluggrief@gmail. My website is www.unpluggedgrief.org. I'm on Facebook as Unplug Grief. Um, I think that's all it is. It's Unplug Grief. Yeah, I have a page and a group as well. And I also on the mostly on the on my personal thing, but I always try to keep track of my other alias names, which I try not to do because I'm at the age now. I'm not remembering everything and everybody. I'm pretty soon I'm gonna need the secretary. But
You know what? Having someone help you is huge. It does take off a lot
yeah,
of that stress, because I tell you, without the help that we had this year, we'd have still been trying to put all this stuff together. But we've been pretty fortunate with
well,
the
last
people.
year we did not have. Yeah, last year we did not have a committee to put the conference together.
Right, right.
This year we made a determination that we would have a committee to
Mm-hmm.
put this conference together so that it'd be a lot more organized.
Yes.
And so far, it is a blessing in disguise to have that. And I'm hoping, for every year we have committee members, and as we grow, even as a nonprofit organization, we're going to be able to grow into something that will be beneficial to our communities.
We don't
So
want to give away too much now, but we got some big things coming up in the next couple of years. So if you guys are following us, if you guys are watching the things that we're doing, we have some pretty amazing, exciting things coming up in the next couple of years. So definitely we'll keep you guys updated on that. And also, if you're a grief worker, you're out there and you're listening to this, and you're, as they say, you're still trying to find your place amongst people that speak the same language. Come check out the Global Grief Network. It's a community of grief workers, mental health advocates, trauma recovery coaches. If we support each other. We collaborate with one another. We formed a community/family of people that talk
yes,
just like us, that get excited to talk about these things, but also that are very creative, that's looking to collaborate and build and do big things out here in this world. So, guys, keep that in mind, and save the date, please. I'm saying April 28th, April 30th. Is the Global Grief Conference 2023. This is our second annual one. And
it's
so we're
virtual.
really excited. Huh?
It's virtually. This will be our second virtually
Yes.
annual.
Our
So
second
we're
virtual.
praying and hoping in the future that it's becomes it will be live streamed, but still be live.
Yes,
In
it is.
person, people can come to.
Mhm.
That's
This is still our
still
second annual one, though. We got bigger things coming
yes.
in the schedule. So, guys, stay tuned to that. If you guys haven't registered yet and you're looking to register, find us on Facebook. You can register through there. If you find me on LinkedIn, we have a registration up there. Or if you just want to check it out through the YouTube channel, go check out the YouTube channel, and you guys can get and subscribe, hit the bell notification, be notified anytime we go live, or be notified whenever we have an event coming up as well. So we've made it real simple for people to come in and join in. And as always, we appreciate your interactions. So come and interact with with our presenters, ask questions, and we'll get those things answered for you in real time. And so before we leave out of here, do you got any words that you want to share with the audience before we get off?
I look forward to seeing everybody there. We invite you to come. There is a registration QR code that I know I passed around, that we're all passing around, that you can use for your registration. We encourage you to come in and to register, because that helps us to know that how many people are seeking for that advice and educational things. And we look forward to seeing you there. We really want to see everybody that we know to come, not only to give us support, but to be there, just be present and learn something,
Yes.
I'm with Tony, I don't know how long, and I keep always learning something new from Tony, and some of the others as well.
That's the purpose of it,
Life is a school, right? We learn something new every day.
Well, we got some teachers. Grief is a good teacher if you allow it to teach you.
Yes.
And it can, again, grief changes people. You have the option of, you can make a choice whether you want to be bitter or better. Hopefully with the weekend and the presenters that we have, not hopefully, I know it's going to happen with the presenters and things that we're bringing to the table, and they're bringing so much for you. We helping, it's going to help you in the long run, find that support that you need, understand what you're going through, but also not feel so alone in this grief journey. And with that being said, I want to say thank you guys tuning in again. We have some more great presenters coming up again. I am Tony Lynch. I am the host of the Global Grief Conference, or one of the hosts of the Global Grief Conference. And I'm telling you right now, I could not have made this possible without one, the presenters that are going to be there, the amazing people that are going to be there, and two, the team that we have behind us that is helping us bring all of these together. I'm telling you, it's been amazing. It's definitely been amazing, and definitely looking forward to the conference. And like I said, Tony Lynch, I am the founder of Memories of Us. I am the co-host of the Global Grief Conference. I am not only a member, but I am one of the founders of the Global Grief Network as well. So, guys, come on over, check us out and everything. And until next time.
Tony's a co-founder. I'm a co-founder, but he's a co-host. I'm a co-host, and there's a bunch of other people who are co-hosts as well. So we just all host together to make it happen, So we work together as a community.
Yes.
That's the thing. So we're all co-hosts. But Tony and I really, I'm just so thankful that this is happening. We made this happen, and it's growing, and it's growing, and it's growing, and it's all in God's hands.
All right. And with that being said, we are out of here. Guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed another segment. We got check us out tomorrow as well. We got some more lives coming up. We got some more presenters coming up all throughout the week. So stay tuned for that. And you guys let us know in the comments what you think about it. And if you want to reach out to a presenter, please reach out to them. Their information is there. If you want to know who's presenting, go to the YouTube channel, check out the presenters that we have there in the lives. And don't be afraid to reach out to them. They are great people, really, really great people. And with that being said, I want to say thank you guys again for tuning in. Thank you for allowing us to support you. We love you. You guys keep your head up. And just remember, grief don't have to be a walk that you have to walk alone. We have some great people here for you. All right.
Okay. Bye-bye.